Right, if I tell you right now, the name is Joe. Senator Joe Biden seems to be the favorite, according to the Associated Press, to become the running mate of Barack Obama. I mean, could this be happening? Could be announced as early as today. And by the way, if that does happen, one of the happiest guys will not be Joe Biden. Will it be Rush Limbaugh?
That's right. Yesterday, he opened his radio cast by saying this. Rush said, "I really hope it's Biden. You don't want to say that too loud, but I really do hope that it's Joe Biden because we've got a mountain of archival audio on Joe Biden, plus the arrogance factor times 2. Biden and the Messiah would be just delicious."
Well, that means it won't be Joe Biden. If all the deal makers are saying that it will be Joe Biden, it'd be interesting to go back and look at the history of potential VP picks and see who was in the lead and how many times that person was actually selected. I mean, I don't have enough history in my data bank in my brain, but for sure with Dick Cheney, he was not the person in the front
Or Dan
line.
Quayle.
No.
Look at that.
So I bet it won't be Joe Biden based on the fact that everyone says it will be Joe Biden.
Well, don't you also remember when Joe Biden announced, "I am going to run for president"? He also talked about Barack Obama that day and talked about him being clean.
That's right. He said of...
Was that Joe Biden?
Yeah.
That was Joe
That's
Biden.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the quote he said of Obama. I mean, you've got the first mainstream African-American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice-looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook man. So after that
No,
came
that's
out...
storybook, man.
Okay.
But doesn't Barack Obama... nobody's talking about this. Doesn't he have to select a vice president who agreed with him on the Iraq situation? And I believe that Evan Bayh voted for Iraq,
right.
Did he not? He's a moderate Democrat. And also, what about... Well, Tim Kaine's a governor, so he would have not voted on
Well,
that.
here's the thing. If Joe Biden is the leader, though, he's a barrel of gaffes. Not only did he say that really stupid thing about Obama, but I was looking at one of the Delaware newspapers this morning, and once he said, you cannot go into a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts without an Indian accent.
We play that on the radio show all the time.
Also, you've got the fact that when Joe Biden ran for president, I think it was 1988, there was the plagiarism scandal. He just outright stole the comments of Neil Kinnock over in Great Britain.
Well,
it's extraordinary. Well, yeah. I mean, what is it? Okay, so your number 2 guy has got to be, or gal, has got to be somebody ready for the president. Is that who you want for president?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to come back to Iraq. Did Joe Biden vote for Iraq? I believe he did.
Oh, he absolutely did support Iraq.
So, I mean, to me, that's an issue nobody's talking about. And as well as the whole change thing. I think you have a problem selecting Joe Biden if you're going to stay with the change motto.
I think Joe Biden, when it comes to foreign relations, international affairs, he is very well respected on both sides. A lot of times he'll go across party lines and say what's going on. His latest statements about Georgia are right on the money, and I think that a lot of people around the world were saying, wow, he went over to Georgia, talked to the people, and has instant respect when it comes to Pakistan. He gives him that credibility to go against John McCain on some of these issues, because he's on the record.
And he has very pretty blue eyes.
There are some...
I've heard that.
He does. He has great eyes.
Okay.
He's Irish. On the Republican side, it seems to be a dead heat between Mitt Romney and Governor Pawlenty, who I imagine Governor Pawlenty will be a guest when we're in St. Paul, correct?
Right.
I think we're washing his car, are we not? You got us into that trick.
If we're lucky, right now, according to InTrade, Pawlenty is leading. You can buy him for 32.8. You can buy Mitt Romney for 31.4.
Well, when you ask the American public the most important issue for them when they vote on November 4th, they say the economy. And if anyone's paying attention to that, then quite possibly John McCain would select Mitt Romney, only because he's had a lot of experience in the economy. He's run a multi-billion-dollar business, and he ran the Olympics. So if, in fact, it remains the #1 issue, that could be a smart pick.
All right.